Thank you, Vice President Öztürk. Thank you all, and I really hope that I have your attention for my address here today. Distinguished Vice President, distinguished fellow parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends. It gives me a pleasure to address you at the 60th PAPSEC session in my capacity of the chair of the Southeast European Cooperation Parliamentary Process, SETAP-PA, bearing in mind that Montenegro has recently taken over one-year presidency of this initiative. Therefore, I got the honor as the President of the Parliament of Montenegro to head this important parliamentary organization. For us, Southeast European Cooperation Process, SESEP, is one of the most important frameworks of the regional cooperation, contributing to the strengthening of stability, security, and overall development of the Southeast Europe. The motto of Montenegrin presidency is a sea of culture, a sea of cooperation. It's a special message where we want to emphasize the multiple cultural ties which connect the countries of our region and which represent a strong incentive for further strengthening of cooperation and partnerships in the Southeast Europe. Activities within our presidency agenda are planned up with the aim to reflect and assist the implementation of the following priorities: strengthening security cooperation, human rights protection, the rule of law and strengthening of democratic institutions, economic cooperation and infrastructural connectivity, green transition, further mitigation and overcoming health, economic and other consequences of COVID-19 pandemic, and European integration and aspirate states from the Southeast Europe region. Aside from economic cooperation that is within PAPSEC, are particularly and properly focused on, I believe that we are mostly connected by the ambition of our organizational members, which are in the process of joining the EU, to become part of the united family of European nations in the near future. Geographic space that we share and joint challenges that we face make the EU states from the Southeast Europe, but also PAPSEC states, important promoters of our European perspective by constantly demonstrating understanding and sensibility for the need of completing the project of the United Europe with soon membership of the aspirant states. Otherwise, when this is not the case, our two organizations can present regional forums with the highest credibility to search solutions through dialogue for the open issues in the region and among its members. During the Montenegrin presidency, we will aspire to promote mechanisms for achieving agreement through SETAP format, and we will be working to ensure that EU SETAP participants in resolving bilateral issues with any of the aspirant countries from the region do not seek to block its European part before exhausting all other available mechanisms for overcoming interstate disputes. Dear friends, the fact that even 8 PAPSEC member states are at the same time members of the SETAP Parliament Assembly clearly indicates that it is necessary to work on better networking of these initiatives and stronger synergetic action, especially in the times of crisis. I will inform with great pleasure about this to my counterparts, speakers of parliaments and parliamentarians from the SETAP region, and share with them your interest in establishing closer cooperation among our parliaments. Dear Vice President, dear fellow parliamentarians, I am looking forward to the opportunity to host PAPSEC representatives in Montenegro on the 10th Jubilee session of the SETAP Parliamentary Assembly during the next spring. Thank you all for the attention.